Javier Baez wants to stay with the Chicago Cubs according to multiple reports, and in today's video we're going to talk about Javier Baez wanting to stay with the Chicago Cubs and what this means for the Chicago Cubs' future. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do in today's video, but before I get into this video, 85% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. Get your life together, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications, and leave a like. Subscribe, turn notifications, and leave a like. And let's go ahead and get into this video talking about Javier Baez. So yeah, Javier Baez in 2020 had a down season. But here's what he said. He said, obviously, I want to stay here. I don't want to play for another team. They have had extension talks over the past few springs, but obviously one hasn't happened. And he will probably set a deadline for contract extension talks, according to some reports as well. So Javier Baez in 2020, like I was saying, had a down season, 8 home runs, 24 RBIs, and a 257 batting average. That's not Javier Baez, and a 203 batting average, excuse me. 281 batting average in 2019 with 29 home runs and 85 RBIs. That's a really solid season from Javier Baez. 290 batting average in 2018 with 34 home runs, 111 RBIs. And for his 2021 projections by Fangraphs, they are projecting, let's see, 29 home runs, 93 RBIs at a 257 batting average. So they're expecting a pretty good bounce back season for Javier Baez. So we've seen before, though, that when players say they want to stay there, it doesn't always happen that way. We saw that in the NBA with Kyrie Irving. He said that he wanted to stay in Boston for the rest of his career, and simply that did not happen. He is now on the Brooklyn Nets. So we've seen this before, and it's not true. So, yeah. So some teams that could use a shortstop would be, there's a few teams, obviously, like the Padres that are not going to get a shortstop because they've already got long-term options there. But I'm thinking Javier Baez is going to cost quite a lot. I would say probably $20 to $25 million a year. So a team maybe like the Twins or maybe even the Cardinals, or maybe even the Angels could sign a Javier Baez. So there's a lot of different options here, maybe even the Phillies. So yeah, there's a lot of different teams that could sign a Javier Baez here. And Javier Baez is a really good player. So for the Cubs here, they've got to get one of their big three back, being Rizzo, Bryant, or Contreras. Rizzo, Bryant, or Baez. You've got to get one of those back, or you're going to be in a tough spot as a team. They don't have one of the better farm systems in Major League Baseball. They do have Brennan Davis, Miguel Amaya, Braylon Marquez. All those players are close to being MLB ready. But your future is not looking too bright. You have to bring back one of those three. And if I'm ranking those 1 through 3 for priority, I would rank Kris Bryant number 1, Javier Baez number 2, and Anthony Rizzo 3. Anthony Rizzo I think he's getting up there at age like 32, 33. I think Anthony Rizzo would be the one I would let go. But who is the most likely to re-sign, I think, is Anthony Rizzo. So, yeah, for the Cubs here, 34-26 in 2020. And I don't expect them to win the division again in 2021. I don't. They've made some okay moves this offseason. They re-signed Jake Arrieta. They also signed Brendan Workman in the bullpen, which could be a good move. But overall, this team they need to make some moves right now. And really to convince Javier Baez to stay. Because I think that the Cubs will give him the money. I just think that he wants to win. And I don't know that the Cubs are the best spot to win for him. I actually am pretty confident that they are not the best spot for him to win. And yeah, Javier Baez, I think this is false, honestly. I don't see Javier Baez re-signing with the Chicago Cubs. I see him going someplace else. I just don't think the Cubs will be able to keep all three of them, and I think Javier Baez will leave in free agency. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video about Javier Baez wanting to stay with the Chicago Cubs. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications, because 85% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. Get your life together, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications, leave a like. Thank you for watching.